Hello to KO2, returning again after a week for Sandra out into the real world, doing adulting and stuff. uh, Thanks again to Night Choreo yesterday for raiding us, or starting a pillow fight, I should say, with 31 people. Thank you again to Dakota the Sunshine Potato, Neon Tomat, Weird with 2Ds, and Hinata is my bae for the follow yesterday as well. Let's recap, shall we? Yesterday we finished investigating the Alamahegans, punching a brat named Wired in the face, and then saving his ass from a bunch of lizard people. We then decided to investigate a series of murders taking place near the Fallgourd Float, I believe, and entered the Haunted Mansion. Do not sue me, Disney. After which, we had to deal with Titan, despite Papalimo saying that Titan was in no way going to be summoned. So then, we went out to look for people who can help us figure out how to beat Titan, and it turned out the first guy was a fraud. And again, as is par for the course, with a marauder, or a warrior now, we had to break a boulder to prove our worth. After which we visited Costa del Sol, met the real person in charge of the Company of Heroes, and then went on a shopping list of things to do, including picked up an egg from a pissed off turtle, killed somebody's rival in the desert, chopped up a giant worm. We fought 3 giant worms yesterday. We fought one for the job quest. We fought one to defend the U Tribe's village in a fate because they were ruining the whole feel of the quest line. And then we fought a giant worm to get its meat for the noon or none there. After which, we were sent to talk to a weird goblin who we had to fight a poisonous dragon with to get some cheese. After which, we then went to Wineport to talk to a blind Lalafell to find some wine, and discovered a Bacchus vine, which created a gorgeous thing for the feast. After all this, we went to, I think it was Camp Bronze Lake, whistled around, and unlike Monster Hunter World, it did not summon a flying creature to take us to the next area, but summoned a very much rogue-looking individual, much more so than Thancred ever looked, called Rio, I believe. We then went and fought Titan, saw La Habrea talking to some Garlic people, including Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Y'shtola was watching them do this. I don't know why she didn't do anything. Then we came back to Bronze Lake, and to finish off the stream, I went and did some Moon Fire Fair stuff and got myself a polar bear. So, all things considered, productive day. Let's continue, shall we? With our lizard wife life. But first, the queue, of course. I missed your Titan kill. Oh, yeah. I got a lot done yesterday. I got it feels like 3 arcs worth. It was like a 5-hour stream. It's just because I wanted to finally finish the whole La Habrea thing that led into Titan, and then I was enjoying the story so much that I just went for it. So, And then one of our newer followers, Weird, showed off a bunch of mounts. So, since you play 6 to 8 hours, that is no surprise. Behold, our polar bear! Yes, sirree. He is majestic. But now, we must return to the Waking Sands. Barely managed 2 hours. Now that's fair. I'm kind of I don't know, a gameaholic. What's up, my peeps? that's fucking ominous. You hear the commotion just now? What in the seven hells are they doing in there? Listening to bass day. It looked like the ventilator's type. Mind taking a quick look? What's that screaming I heard? I don't know why I just made all these guys have the same accent. But should I want to know? Wow, you guys are just helpful. Ah. Oh no, I forgot what you were walking in. And Totaro's not here. Totaru. Great. Oh, great. Everybody throws a party while I'm out. Y'all got so drunk you have hangovers. Wow. You guys must have thrown a hell of a party. Oh, hey, it's the Alan Mohegan guy. It's that guy with the weird-ass tattoo on his face. He's always drinking tea or something. I don't see him around. Could have sworn the Elzen with the bow had gray hair. No. Ah, there you are. Ah, that's unfortunate. Everybody has a hangover. Great. Throw such a party. Yep, they are all very much dead. Oh, hey, Guardian Soldier. Can I steal his stuff? Would that be illegal? Oh no. The biggest travesty of all time. Slightly... I can't even think of the word. Never mind. It's over. In Manvelia, you throw any ragers? Ragers. Oh no, not the sylphs. Did sylphs always make that creepy sound? God, that's terrifying. So, how is the rager? This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Great. Well, hallucinating.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Oh, we can just autoplay this. I don't have to voice it. Go Power Rangers.
Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more.
You just had to say it. Now something bad's gonna happen. Called it. Y'all bring...
Advance no further!
Super helpful. Advance no further. Get shot.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan.
She does not sound like I expected.
Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
The fuck was that noise? Did she just shoot him in the ass?
Confound it.
I magicked you a dagger, Manvelia. Are you gonna use it now?
Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself. on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire.
I was gonna say, you're not in any position to
I'll
negotiate.
grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
You're gonna get shot. Or roundhoused, I guess.
No!
Man, that was the most wooden no in the world.
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now.
Yeah.
They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
Like, Livia is giving the best performance in this entire thing.
I said enough!
But Minfilia is not bringing her A game.
We leave! Bring the prisoners.
Well, that was a thing that happened. Okay. Walking one. Minfilia asked this one too. In case walking one returned, this one was to say, a church in East Thanalan. Walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking one, Minfilia, from the Imperials. Forgive this one. Save. God, that must have been one hell of a roundhouse kick. Well, guess we're going to church. I think it was in near Camp Tribone, right? This is a goal. She is a plan after all. There. I'm easily amused. Over yonder. What's up, people? Is something troubling you, my child? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. I got punched by a rock giant. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. Forgive me, Father, for I am a sin. Just my enemies, Father. Call down divine vengeance upon those who butchered my friends. The wild roses are dead, Father. I know not what to do. Sure, let's go with that one. That was the code they used, right? Wild rose? The wild roses! I see. You may speak freely here. We're all friends of the science. How? How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garlics? Yep. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I would gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister, scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquess, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father. Does he have goggles under there? Oh. If you require assistance, pray speak to Marquess. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you, he means well. I should explain. Marquess is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. He has goggles, yes. Okay. Marquess, I want you to look after Tida. Do you understand? Yes, father. He doesn't look happy about it. You can't take it with you. Marquess has a personal request to make of you. Excuse me, Tada. Do you have a moment? It concerns the broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Tribone, in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Up. Camp Tribone. Check out my giant tail. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, spiky ball just over there. A bullpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose black pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Yeah. What if I bribe you? Thrall's balls! You mean Thrall's balls, right? I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. And it's back to the church. So, since you weren't here yesterday, how was your weekend, KO2? Hopefully you got enough rest. Have you brought the tools I requested? But, I did not even read that. Whoops. It was for naught. Though I repair the device easily, this sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands. My hands, they move with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. What, are you like the Emperor in disguise or something? There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. The mind forgets, but the body remembers. Muscle memory is great. Pardon me, Tida. This was a mistake. Please, give the Horror Lodge to Sister Illumined. Okay. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. I think it best to be returned to him. He was in trailer of the game. Was he now? Can't really say I've seen any of the trailers of these games. Hey. I got stuff. Good evening to you, madam. Close enough. Have you come to pay respects to this man? Here you go. I'm gonna take a sip. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that the cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquez said it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Tribone. But more importantly, how did Marquez manage to repair this device? I knew he had talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatch roofs. That's the wrong person. Oh, we're back to this axe. Okay. Seems to be only like 2 kinds of axes thus far in this game. Sister Lund is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. Bring out the dead. I recognize you now, Tida. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who have lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. To be honest, I didn't know any of these people. So, you know, either or. That's bad. Oh. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. You thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself. It's the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damn Imperials. Yeah, about that. I don't know what quarrel they had with these people. It shows hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Anyhow, there's a carriage. Come haul the bodies to the lich yard. Out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. I don't know, folks starting to turn. You don't say. Use those lizard muscles. sorry, were those two twins or something? They're dressed remarkably the same. I don't think I've ever seen them before. Polar bear. Power. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. And like they'll complain if you're rough. That carrot seems a bit small. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. Work, work, work. I'm not built for this. Certainly is a thing. There you go. Oops, I didn't even read what he said. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Lord. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell him that our work here is done. Alrighty. Slow polar bear again. I'm back. What'd I miss? I see you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. First carriage from Vespa Bay arrived not long ago. Bullshit. And we have begun preparing your garments for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death comes quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect. Do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Sister Lund wishes to discuss one of the Scions who perished at the Waking Sands. Although we can perform rites for most Scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Oh, we're just going all over the place. A lot of backtracking, it seems. There's that weird ass music again. God, I hope I don't have to dance. This one's surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. God damn it, the ones again. How can these ones assist Walking One? Yeah, have a corpse of your fallen comrade. Noraxia. But this one does not understand. So there comes a time in everybody's life. Kamuxia, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, other one. Awful news. Wait. Did they Did they use the wrong model for Frixio for a moment there? Did they just use the normal Sylph for Frixio just a second there? And then they changed it for this side? Am I insane? Okay. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Noraxia, how did this one happen? Explain everything to this one at once. Okay, so I punched the guy named Wilred, and then I punched the Titan, and I got a lot of food for people. And then I came back, and everybody had gotten so drunk that they died. So not only Noraxia, but many of the Walking One's friends were lost as well. So, Noraxia. Noraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Now this one, Noraxia was brave. That Noraxia was brave. So this one, that Noraxia did not suffer. Okay, but that's kind of a lie. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. Holy shit, that escalated quickly. The time comes for the Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones. Do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Noraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. You know, it's kind of distracting to take this all seriously with that background music. Okay, back to the church. I'm a simple man with simple needs. Simple demon, rather. Hey, hey. We thank you for your service to the church and the Sylphs. Oh, thank God, someone who doesn't say one every other sentence. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining signs in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you've already done so much for their behalf. On their behalf, please, take a moment to rest, and set aside your burdens for now, Tida. But I can't, it's not really my thing. Spike it ball in there again. Sup, Marquez? Eyes on me. Marquez believes he is being watched. I'm not imagining it, Tida. I know I'm being watched. It's different. Sinister. It is as if I'm under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Okay. Ain't shit here. There's a spiky ball over yonder. Let's go forth. Come, polar bear! There we go. Yeah. Great. It's a great flavored cloud again. Hello there. I win. So there was a garlic dude there. Yeah, that's about it, Marcus. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank goodness. So you should see the other guy. He has an axe dent in his forehead. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Ulord must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think the others may come for me again. He's right there. Just tell him now. He's just right there, man. Guess not. Heavens forfend. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Yeah, it was a garlic dude. Yeah. This is garlic still. Which means the man who's watching Marcus was. Make haste to camp. Dry bone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. That was a sudden turn. And a cutscene. Oh, it's you. The pretentious one.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Oh, that's his voice.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
No, you still...
And to that end...
You still sound smug. I want to punch you in the face.
I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
Oh, so there is a Cid. This Final Fantasy is finally complete.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait,
Oh, good. He's been drinking too.
Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
What the fuck's up with that kid's boots? See, there's even a bottle right there. He's been drinking.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
Where's all this character development coming from?
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
I feel like this should be happening in another storyline. Please bash him over the head.
Are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service.
That
As a
sounds
scion
stupid.
of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction. leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
Not really untrue.
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all.
What's wrong with his lips?
The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Is that supposed to mean something to me? The health is a
Her
curse.
appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals.
Yeah, sure it does.
Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Of course she does.
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
Find anything where and blame
I
Helzen
have
and
an
Shaw
airship?
for it.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It
Yeah,
was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
This is so fucking weird. This feels like the end of a long saga that I've just walked in on from another game. Like this is all supposed to be happening
Come,
now, after a
let us
long
put
series
an
of
end
events.
to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, okay.
They need my airship. They need me.
Okay. Speaking of weirdness, why is like his back and part of his side uncovered? I don't think that's gonna help him when he's shanked. He waited behind. Father Elude has some parting words for you. And the others. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found with our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Tida. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Uda. The fuck? It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Korthus. Or Korthus, whatever. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Four Gorge Float, closest settlement to Korthus. We have the Serpent stationed there, have records of the events that transpired that day. I'd hope you might rest from your journeys for a time. I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look for yourself and Sid. Look after yourself and Sid, Ida. Okay. Guess we're off to Fallgord Float. No, seriously, this entire development came out of left field. Spiky ball over there. there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, curling round for Corythus. What became of it after, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, please speak to Vote at Floretto's spire. He's on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? And you tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Sad news for you and me both is that they will continue this bad naming in future DLCs or expansions, and I will keep giving people normal names until they come up with actual ones. For the front. What the fuck name is that? Welcome to the show, Vote. You have come in search of Vote, and well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years. Since before the great snows came to Corythus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Shiny. Cold reception. Vote wishes to tell you of the final flight of the Enterprise. It was the eve of the Battle of Cottonelle. Nigh on 5 years ago, I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy on the field. This dude doing a helicopter with a spear is distracting. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. The Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity. I'd wedged it somewhere in Corythus. The astrologians, the observer. God, can't you guys name anything normally? The astrologists of the observatory may have records which could help, but to obtain them you need to deal with the Ishgardians. Control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of our nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you, should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to soldiers who guard the observatory. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. So we've been through the desert, we've been through the seaside, we've been through the forest of the jungle. I guess it's time to go into, sounds like, the snowy mountains. Oh, new region and EXP. Yep. Grassland, Fireland, Sealand, Ice World. Just gonna follow the road. And it's probably the one place the polar bear actually looks like it needs to be. Oh my goodness. A harpsichord? Really? That seems very hoity-toity. Excuse me? Can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to the house... What the fuck? What's that spiky fruit? The one that smells like gunpowder? A durian? Right? It's a durian? I'm looking inside. Yeah, it's a durian. Okay. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to the House Durian? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatory. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Cue somebody being in trouble. 3, 2. The ending war. Sir Lute is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. In that outfit? Dude looked like he fell into a garage with a bunch of magnets taped to his body. You're about as intimidating as a chainmail golden retriever. And nowhere near as cute. You look like a tree fell into a bottle of chains. You look like a garage sale. You intimidate me? You maroon. Alone, nay. Alone. What the fuck ever. Have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. Who the hell is that knight I sent out to patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I could have use of you after all. You still wish to aid us? Search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durian, as is mine. Yeah, you're spiky and you're stinky. These are probably French names. Despite being of French descendant, I can't pronounce shit. Despite that, I'm going to use a greeting. Bonjour. Hello there. Come get a licking. Try to keep on kicking. Hey. Rude. Nope. Horde. I win. I guess I can help you. But you're all so useless. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors are mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Okay, bye. Why the hell do they have hot weather balloons? I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I might have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition. Tradition. But that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologists to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately the decision whether or not you may peruse the records. Pray proceed to our observatory and introduce yourself to Edamel. I'm gonna call him Eddie. Hello, Eddie. Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever would Sir... I already forgot my nickname for him. Loot be thinking. It is true we maintain meticulous records which are stretched back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Travanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and the sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist in your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astralian. Frank, up above. I will go out with dogs, but will listen. Alright, you and your dogs have a good walk. Okay, climbing staircases. That's what we're doing today, apparently. It's not easy being sloth, but somebody's gotta do it. Suck if he's below and I just missed him. Hello, Frank. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what you ask? Oh, that's still on play. Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of the war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade. We are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Frank. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guess. Inquisitor... Gilly. You honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House Durian's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and that are for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp of your surroundings. Oh, this is a cutscene. Safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durian in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. As always the case. Wrong thing. Men of honor. Jocelyn is attempting to attract your attention. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologist. There may be a way I could assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatory. He he was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of the Ixal in the vicinity. If he could seek out this astrologist and confirm that he's well, it would be a great comfort to me. Mountain doors. Nice. Whoops. Huh. Guess you can't die from fall damage. Holy crap, it's bright. Where do I go? A bright, snow-covered day, like winter. Am I in the final zone? This sounds like Final Zone music. Shit about to go down here. Oh, that's a little. And head's a little freaky, what I said. I'm not one. I'm not an insect. Damn right I am. I'm a lizard wife. Know what that was about. 478 storm seals. Maelstrom hunting log entry 10 complete. This location is only for the ship. Ah. Well, then it has very Final Destination music. What a relief to see someone other than God's damn Birdman. Thought I could finish my work once the exile were away. Then they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durian cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Okay, suck a dick, bye! So what I'm getting is Ishgard is full of presumptuous jerks. At least the music is popping. Water? I'm gonna sneeze, excuse me. Alright, excuse me. I sneeze really loud. I mean like gunshot loud. So I have to mute the mic whenever I do that. Let's see, KO2 says they are. They also have a corrupted church. These guys have everything. Presumptuous jerks, knights that look like they fell into a hot topic, and a corrupted church. Well, the wonders never cease. And back, Jocelyn. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers on Knight's face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durian is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of a Travanian aggression. That you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatory's records. This is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Pork for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durian carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining little information from the other high houses. Sweet. Looks like he's downstairs. Since I know I can't die from falling. Aha! Tis a good MMORPG. Unlike WoW, we can definitely die from falling. Hello there. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight. Now I hear that you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? You know what? That is a fair observation. What do you need me to do, my man? 3 for 3. Lord Pork requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Durian. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for the Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hollaback Girl, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. I'm just gonna keep giving these houses embarrassing names. So we've got House Durian and House Hollaback Girl, because they ain't no Hollaback Girl. They ain't no Hollaback Girl. Seriously, this music is fucking awesome. Is that a flying fucking shark? That's a flying fucking shark. Every time I think I've seen like every mount in this game, another one comes from left field to smack me across the face. Oh good, more grape flavored smoke. Oh good, the cane woman is really... Next, bucko. I do like innovation, but I'm trying to flying through the air, which is just what I wanted for my little lizard wife. Alrighty. I believe that is all the wares. Let us return to House Holler Batgirl and Sir Captain Pork. And of course there's a giant metal claw carrying people around. Of course there is. Sup? Have you the good tidings to share, or better get stolen merchandise to show? There you go. Oh, cutscene. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... but wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's personal property of Lord France, too. Are you certain? Because the intent was made to open it. The lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipment manifest, be my guess. Fairy, take me, a draconian rosary. A fucking what? In possession of Lord Francel. It was clearly put there. Yet perhaps it's not so difficult to fathom. House Holler Batgirl is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitor immediately. Under these circumstances, I strongly advise against associating with House Holler Batgirl. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. I must wait until this matter is resolved. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. Okay. The Rose and the Unicorn. Sir Carrot has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this has been because I served House Holler Batgirl for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are worthless and spare him no mercy. Speak to him of Eloise, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Aha, we're turning into a spy thriller here, are we? Where is he? He's over there. He's in what relation to me? Okey-dokey. God, why is it so bright? Is that a fucking dragon? That is the level 50 Morocco. Sorry, those are supposed to be crocodiles. When was the last time anybody saw a crocodile like that? Candygram Vamongo. Yes? Look as though you have something to say, do you? I seek an audience with the bearers of the White Lily. Or go whither the wild rose blooms. Is that an Eloise in your... I'm sorry, what? Is that an Eloise in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh my god. This fucking game. I see, Sir Carrot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity is it has not been seen in Cortes since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Shit about to go down, yo. That's absurd. I'd sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Though the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations of our house have suffered as late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord... Lord Harry of House... Oh my god. Lord Harry of House... This house Styrian, this house Holla Batgirl, and now this house... House Frugal. Lord Harry of House Frugal commands the garrison at Dragonhead. Present him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Whatever you say. Class says an etherite and a flight path. Let us be off, my friends. Well then. House Styrian, House Holla Batgirl, and the house I already forgot, Frugal. I'm gonna have to start writing these down before I attempt to actually speak the words that they spell out. Ooh, pretty. Wow, someone followed Johann Sebastian Bach. They leaning on that organ hard. Nothing like a little fugue, D minor. Okay, where's this guy? In that building, it seems. Hello, Harry? Yeah, was it Harry? Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you have come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly reckon many and more brave souls like yourself. But no chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. I'm after a fucking airship and a good bed, dude. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you require assistance. What might that be? Mattress, airship. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Corthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. But while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Quatino, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy of a guest of House Frugal. Okay. Talk of Corthus. Lord Harry has proposed for you. Has a proposal for blah 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 blah. Lord Harry has a proposal for you. For God damn it. Lord Harry has a proposal for how you might participate in his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Frugal included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to the various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lord Nine, finally a fucking normal name. Lady Nine of my own House Frugal, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelian of House Hollabackgirl. It can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken to the Chief Australian of House Turian yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Frugal. Do not concern yourself with House... What the fuck? House... Drizzle. Okay, I'm writing this up. Opening notepad. Okay, so we got House Durian, House Hollabackgirl, House Frugal, and House for Shizzle. My Drizzle. Or just Drizzle. Just Drizzle. Okay, I think that's all the houses. These names are fucking ridiculous. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when you finished. So you're in a building. Back over there. I think I've talked to you before. So let's just do this as easy as possible. Hello, Nine. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Frugal does. But if they did, they would definitely know as well. The topic on everybody's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hollabackgirl have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. You religious zealots and your heresies. Might as well label yourself Warhammer 40k. Sit. Probably in that building. Hello there. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harry? I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hollabacker all into chaos, right? Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Very helpful. Okay, time to sip my tea. Ah, yeah, that's good stuff. No, I didn't grab this like that. Back to the harpsichord already, we are. Hello, boys. I'm back. Look at my giant tail. And my Super Saiyan aura. And my polar bear. I'm a woman on a mission. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harry's missive was positively glowing. Indeed. Something stuck in my throat. Oh well. But if you think his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam. The enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gilly arrived in Corthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. I don't want to say that the Inquisitor might be making false accusations, but that Inquisitor might be making false accusations. To find so many so quickly and have suspicious activity come up so soon after he has arrived, kinda suspicious. If Lord Harry wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share his folly, then he is truly blinded to the present state of affairs. Oh, back to Count Dragonhead, I guess. Talking to Harry. What's up, Harry? By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Corthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my resources in Ishgard properly provide more pertinent information. Hold your breath, man. Road to redemption. Lord Hoshafant is concerned. Did I actually say that correctly? Lord Lord Horsefont. Horthefont. Harry. Lord Harry is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen to head north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by Dravonian hordes, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil. See if Lord Francel, Frankie, whatever, party requires assistance. That you did. Okay, so it's Horsefont. Just Hor-che-font. So Hor for fonts. And he just so happens to be named Che. It's the Hor-che of font. Okay. Up here. Still gonna try and call him Harry, but my brain is all over the place as usual. Sometimes I can pronounce words, sometimes I can't even pronounce a sentence. Oh, the joys of a speech impediment. Wow, this is foggy and ominous. And there's even an ogre. Shrek! Shrek, what are you doing here? That's okay. Hello, Francel. You seem to be doing well. Who goes there? Tider? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. What fiend? Holy shit. Hello. That's a big-ass wyvern. Gotta kick its ass. That was a disturbing scream. Why does he have human teeth? That is creepy. Hi! You seem to be doing well. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Hollaback Girl if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We were fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Hollaback Girl will remember your kindness. What do you say? That's a fucking wyvern. I don't know what this A-word bullshit is. Alright, and a hand for you. Heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss. Bless you. You will learn about later in next expansion. Okay. Guess those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Yeah, suspicious that. It's almost like there's a person close to the High House accusing people of being heretics and leaking information. There you go, Francel. What the fuck was that? Huh. Just that. It was foolish. It was a foolish thing to do, I know. But I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of scale kills. Moreover, it was House Hollaback Girl that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat there heralded the slow decline of our house's great name. We have brought even Noah by these despicable accusations of heresy, despite many efforts I've done not to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors. Wherever it may be. Whatever it may be. Whatever should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will reclaim my innocence to my dying breath. I mean, you say, dude. Oh, I like the ambience here. Got some wolf howls. Really neat. Alright, Harry, or Horrifiant. I'm back. And you turned into a wolf. Nope, that's just a lot of felt covering you. What did you find at the Still Vigil? I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knives their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Well, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francil at the Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal at which Inquisitor Gully has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francil's name, and by association, yours. Spiked mithril labors. Ooh, a double-headed axe. I don't think I've had one of those in a while. Following the evidence, Lord Harry suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francil. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francil's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian Rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So, it was found in a locked box, labeled as property of Lord Francil. The rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to the Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickerman. Rickerman? Rickerman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Kothis, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Okay, let's go meet Alan Rickman, who was just south of here. T-Cell. Obviously in this building. Yeah, someone tampering with... Oh, this guy has an accent. Yeah, someone tampering with shipments. Yeah, they strike me down. If all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted... Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a hollabacker, man. Through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. Ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipments did it, though. I know most of them what the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it Eh. Could have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections. Ha! The Scotian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they have ever done their cloaks. I reckon that means the porters are most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from right in front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Back to Camp Dragonhead, I guess. This information is enlightening. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have planted draconian rosaries in House Hall of Batgirl's shipments? What nerve! You truly believe such nonsense? Search our parcels and see what you find. House Hall of Batgirl. House Hall of Batgirl. House Drizzle for Shizzle, my nizzle. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. How about this, sucker? But that's impossible. Once the Knight of White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would never allow you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harry, I will not be held accountable for this. Something happened outside. I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Alan Rickman have to say? I must bid you adieu. Tomorrow is a busy day. Alright, KO2, thank you for stopping by once again. Have a good sleep, and I hope tomorrow isn't too taxing on you. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Alan Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? Every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hall of Batgirl's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. I praise alone that he did. Lord Franco's trial is upon us. We must act now if we are to clear his name. Have a nice play, food. Yeah, you have a good night too. Thank you for stopping by the Pillow Fort. As always, delight to see you. The eyes of God and man. Lord Harry needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hall of Batgirl were heretics. Last we can give lie to these poisonous allegations. Put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to the Inquisitor Brioche. Tell her that House Frugal asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Okay, Spiky Ball is over there. What is it, my child? Lord Harry would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gilly presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchtrap, even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk into Boulogn's hall of the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Well, that is of cold comfort. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchtrap. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that man on a trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings, until such a time that I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gully in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Oh, we got a fight here, lads. Here we go. Oh. Great. Okay. Hail, Taida. As you can see, Lord Francel still here lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards stress us a threat, we must be prepared to defend ourselves. We're gonna have a fight on our hands. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. Josine Charlemagne Francel de Halenot. Jocelyn Charlemagne Francel de Holla Batgirl. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have never opposed the Justinians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for her alone to judge if you speak the truth. With your innocence in the eyes of God and man, leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, but the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Frugal, I beseech you, stay your hand. Hi! Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Harry. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such a time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Harry has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere with legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Oh, we're gonna fight. We must hold them back until Lord Harry arrives, Taida. Remember, no harm is to come to the Inquisitor. Fight, fight, fight! Yeah, take you down. This is a higher power. Alrighty. Yes. We got more. Here. Hey, you leave them alone. Wyvern? I don't know reports of Lonnie activity. Alright, where you going? I ain't done with you yet. This will not be forgiven. Hey, where you going? There. Aha! Wyvern takes a disguise. You obtain a draconian rosary. Well, that was neat. It's not an intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hollaback-Girl. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the Wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harry. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francil, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Corthus, Tida. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Harry, have not the words to express my gratitude. But why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You are too loyal to betray Ishgard, too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hollaback-Girl. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Tida. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Okay. Well, that was a neat little battle. You know, for an MMORPG, unlike World of Warcraft, we're not doing a lot of killing. It's mostly a lot of talking and occasionally some axe swinging. There's a nice change of pace, to be sure. Makes you think I should have rolled like a scholar, though. I wasn't going to be doing much fighting. It is what it is, though. You look well tied up. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless, skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francil would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House for Temps. For Temps. Frugal. House Frugal and House Hollowbackerel shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Final flight of the Enterprise. Lord Harry would like to introduce you to his witness. A man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information provides useful to you. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francil is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Porthos several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatory during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Storm Vigil in the far northwest. Excuse me, I need to cough. In the far northwest. The garrison most certainly seized the vessel and brought it within the walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Harry is, for all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay, bye. And so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durian. We will write a letter to Lord Drill of White Brim Front, request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice. So I suggest that you request Lord Francil do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journey, Stida. May Halone guide you. Forever Halone. We're heading back to Francil. Is he still in that one building? Okay. Yes, he is. Okay. Through the snow we go. Hi-ho, silver way. All this for a frickin' airship. I have nothing else to say about that. I'm just like my own commentary. I'm back. Wonderful to see you again, Taida. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. Shames me to say that too was once an outpost held by House Hollowbackerel. The chaos that followed the calamity, the Travanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durian instead has been charged with the duty. Given that I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Drill, nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Hollowbackerel have yet to be unmasked. Though the plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, And towards you now as well. Alright. Over there. It's a little ways from Dragon Head. But I think we can make it. 1 second. Alright, let's head west. Whoops. Whoa. What was that about? Went grayscale for a moment there. We leave no footprints in the snow, so we will have to make our own. Not as much of a scenic route. Not much of a scenic route as like Gridania Limsa was. Or no sea, I guess. But hey, can't go wrong with snow. Blizzard wife is a riding through the snow. Cats a biting and chasing enterprise. So vigil tonight. Running across with us something. Hello. You design an audience with Lord Drill, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishes won't make it so. Okay. That's a bit, okay. We all deserve a warm bed, though. What do you have here? Letters from Lords Harry and Francel, is it? Likely. Oh, you're serious. What to do? Me of little faith. Sir... Should I just try and butcher these names? I don't know, chat. Sir Brunadier seems ill-inclined to help you. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir... Oh, God. Alabose? Yes, Sir Alabose can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Like so far away from like Dragon Head and the observatory. Oh well. Hello. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Sir Drillmont, Lord Drillmont hasn't the time to be spent speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Churgan. For head, Churgan Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show you your letters to him? Muck. Okay. Like, actually upstairs? There's another step. Okay. This. Oh, hello, Sid. The Enterprise is indeed in stone vigil. And we must convince Lord Dromont to cooperate. Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What's this? Letters of introduction from House... Okay, let's actually try and pronounce them. I got them right. I got one of them right, I think. House Fortemps and House Halvenort. Documents such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks to speak to... Oh my god. Sir Gordo. He should know Lord Dromont's current whereabouts. He's running all over. Come, my tiny airship, we're in this together. Now looking at this, this isn't exactly spiked. Whatever, though. Upstairs, I guess. What reason have you to barge into? Oh, I see. Well, you in luck. Lord Dromont is just up these stairs. That is a no, though. I would not expect him much. House of Durandary as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and sufficiently. Show proper respect, and that shall be returned in kind. Hello. So Gurno permitted you passage. Everywhere else speak. There you go, dude. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scaleskin, get to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Great. Time for these guys to ruin it. We are the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Dromont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We have come to Corthis to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by the honey word. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandary marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whiteburn front but 3 mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity. 2 Signs of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct brand of misfits, recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandary would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed those mummers' farce. 3 of you will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Sterndale purges the dragons for the Stone Vigil. We can't afford to wait that long. Sid, Tyler, you must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dromont's trust. Understood? Okay. About par for the course. Where's the spiky ball? It's up above. Wait, no, it's right there. Is that Horsefont? Oh no, that's Hostafort. I guess that's a difference. Factual folklore. Hostafort is eyeing you with interest. You, the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. Aye, word travels fast in White Brim. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drumont's mind? If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he is sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. Last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever. The knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be quality meat, 'tis true, but it would be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Denafen Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging the mucus glands and drying the skin. Using key items on targets. God, this is just one long tutorial. Just when I think I've covered everything, this stuff comes in. Some quests require you to use a key item on enemy targets. There are two ways to do so. First, by right-clicking the enemy's target bar, selecting the key item from the sub-commands. Second method is to first target the enemy and click the key item icon found in the do list. Beat that. Alright, let's go hunt us a mud puppy. Where are we going? Oh, we're headed south. Okay. So we head out this way. Going off the beacon path. That little wing there. I don't think I've ever noticed that on the map before. That is not a chinchilla. That is a murderous beast. Alright. Make sure to use the item here. That mud puppy is really strong otherwise. Hey, dog, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Battle Fort. I'll be sure to actually use the item. Hopefully it will help. Alright, grape flavored gas cloud. So, click them and use it. Oh, that was close. Holy crap. Nope, nope, nope. Been his silent 2 hours. Just enjoying the show then, eh? Ah! Ninja! You rascal. Thanks, Doug. Alright, guess we're returning with the meat now. Deliver the tail meat to Hestafort, not Horsefort. Though the names are like really close together. I happen to be in the area. Ah, thanks for the help. Pretty sure that would have been tougher than I've done it solo. Especially if I had forgotten about that item. Looks like that really weakened the shit out of that thing. Without the item is a pain. Can you imagine? Hello, I'm back. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. There you go. Oh dear, remind me never to wander near much poppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these three and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. Hello? There you are, lass. I don't think I see... Don't think I didn't see you and the cooks conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Guy doesn't even try and hide it. I have to give it more gusto. Yes, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and the wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain my sentry duties. Okay. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. There you go. Isn't that a fresh cooked steak? Well, it's blessing upon you, my friend. Blood pumping me don't know. It's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Okay, and they set up above. Ever must we train to maintain our skills at arms, yet never have we received a proper sustenance. There we go. Sustenance. You are God's son for my friend. To few appreciate the house Durin Dairy must do that more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. So is there one more up above, or that is a fat chocobo. Okay, is it downstairs? Hello. Feels wonderful to see everybody in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Churikins at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonota? She's doubtless... She's doubtlessly so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. I hate words with R's in it. Always trips me up, especially when I'm talking at night. So, infirmary was upstairs, right? Upstairs. Yep. Hello there. Beg your pardon, madam, but I'm busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Have some steak. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so very much. I'll eat the rest right away. Hey. Let's see who wraps the stew. Let's go with night spread. That sounds fun. Okay, what's yours? Oh. Hey Sid, you got something for me? The best invention. Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. Might I have a word with you, Tida? It concerns the Churigans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So use some of the broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working my hands kindles familiar feelings. Whatever. Words. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter the properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It might sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, but somehow I know it will work. Forward unto dawn. Wait, is there something there? looks like they're mine. Looks about right. Hey, something that actually looks like a dragon. What? Look at that tail wiggle. Alright, let's get back to Sid. We got 3 ice crystals. Yes. Absolutely not. I said no. Good day, sir. You win nothing. Hey, Sid. Not your stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to read that. I'm gonna assume he said something about having the cores or whatever. Oh, that's it. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. Certainly impressive, I've no idea what to make use of. Nevertheless, it is as effective as he claims. If it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. And so I wonder, where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Oh, it's this guy again. You're acting pretty suspicious, dude. The earnest efforts are but a means to as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these non-unbelievers. Does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francis' trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Apparently so. Influencing Inquisitor. Sid is concerned about Inquisitor Gully. Before we can persuade Lord Drillmont to help us, seems we must convince Inquisitor Gully, whatever, that we are not his enemies. But just how might we go about doing that? Know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of the Whiteburn Front. Share your findings with Alphanog in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Gully. Yes, of course, I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to the Whiteburn Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked in walls and patrolled the exterior in the darkness black as a pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of the silhouette illuminated by light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase. But slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later, in this very bed, where I've lain and recuperated from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gully rescued me. Carrying my unconscious body to the gates, and I owe him... Rescued me. Carrying my unconscious body to the gates, I owe him my life, madam. And I hope that one day repay his kindness. God, my reading comprehension is just off today. Spiky ball. But I didn't see a round Sid, did I? Still something. This side? Ooh. Did I miss it with Sid? Inquisitor Gully, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop, and would not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. That was a quick shift. All of these names, Alphano, Tremont, Gully, Horsefant, and you got one guy, one dude, named Patrick. That's like having all these grandiose names, and then you have Bob. And the Inquisitor, under Inquisitor Gully's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great in his devotion. Less are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Okay, I guess this person's over here. What kind of cell phone ringtone was that? The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. That was a lot of information, no information, and more about the occupation than anything. case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. Yeah, no shit. I realized it soon after our arrival. We paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. So it tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you have obtained, Haida. Mayhap they will provide insight into the Inquisitor Gully's motivation. Money it is. By the lights of Ishgard, Alphanor appears to be in deep thought. Something troubles me about the Wounded Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? The main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whiteburn Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Joliot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at the least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Yep, that is down. And assuming I can jump, I hope that my theory that I can't die from fall down it holds. Only one way to find out. Aha! Where's my potions? That's nice. And we found great flavored rings. Alright, here goes nothing. Hello. Let's see what's in the snow now. So it's the area outside Winterfell? Oh, hey. Fell down a well. Well, that's something. I'll find my way up. Wide power. Let's see. Looks like there's a little path. Not really detailed on the map. Vaguely detailed, rather. Wow, how about that? A neat little path. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. There we go. Given the contents of this encircular, whatever, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gully. Newly come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who dare question the wisdom of a papal appointed myth? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. Called it. That guy was acting weird and all fingers pointed towards him. We must proceed quickly, Tida, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Another new axe. I've gotten like 3 new axes. And we're back to this one. Blood for blood. Alphanord is determined to discover Inquisitor Gully's true identity. Sir, since Lord Dromont has already begun to turn against us, I fear that this encycling alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quickly to disregard the endorsements of 2 high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. But certain knight would provide testimony that it supports his claim. Our claim? Yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope, and with such a horrifying revelation, nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Once again, all of this for an airship? Really? This seems a bit silly at this point. Sorry, is that guy's name Cosmodon? Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you want to ask? Yeah, check this shit out, man. The Inquisitor imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's the paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that that is all a lie? If you are so certain with your ludicrous story is true, then go speak to Sir Prunelia. She was at the Eastern Gate that night. She helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Okay, who the hell is she? Oh. I hope if I actually looked around. You! I don't believe I know you, madam. Pray, move along and trouble me no more. Hey, check this shit out. Are you in a habit of handing bloody documents to stranger? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not of it at all. Was wiped out. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I pray this day would come. When Sir Jolot gave chase, I followed close behind him. Didn't fall. One of those Travanian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the darkness was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolot and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forth. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Gerlot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Western Front, Inquisitor Gully was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women, girl more ascending, seized Wilson in possession of Draconian rosaries, as I feared he was condemning the innocents to death. I wanted to convince the Lord Dromont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I remembered the Inquisitor's threats, so I did nothing, till Lord Frasso was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept Draconian rosaries in a chest buried beneath the southeast of the White Brim front. So I took several from the chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Hallionart, whatever, thus exonerating Lord Francil and casting doubts on the others' recent trials. But, and that is the entire truth as well, and Lord forgive me for not acting sooner. Such areas southwest of the White Brim front. Okay, so I guess we just go around. These places are built like under city. Looks like it's it. Snowman. Suspicious box. I wonder. Haha, I can! Present your findings to Lord Drum. We're just going straight to the source. We're not stopping to grab that knight or nothing. Up we go. I thought these two were twins for a second just because of how they were dressed. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Check this shit out, man. That better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclement? Fury, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic. Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. Could it, though? Could it? I misjudged you and your friends, Saida, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. A heretic among us. Lord Dromont requires... Oh, hello. Lord Dromont requires your assistance to bringing the heretic masquerading as Lord Inquisitor Gully to justice. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Else take him and his Giovannian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded a heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Ida. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy, once and for all. Yeah, okay, but what the fuck is Snowcloak? Okay, that makes sense. So we go out this way. lead us right to it. Polar bear power! That will forever amuse me. A hippo kiff? By hell? Wow, this is some ominous environment. We got a croc. And they can oh, fire ant. I'm so close to leveling. Maybe I can help with that. Alright. Fighting the croc. Victory! And another level. Not much into the level, but it's a level. Good. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Durmont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? As prepared as I'm ever going to be, I guess. Another cutscene. It's going to be a cutscene. Yes, there's a cutscene. There we go. There's always a cutscene. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in the Lone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Alone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Durmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I named thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gully and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Durmont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with blood of those whose only sin is to question your nation's crazed crusade. Speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me. Deafened by dogma as you are, if you desire retribution, Lord Durmont, then come, let us see how Ishgard still fares against Travanian fang and claw. Okay, here we go. Heretic, no mercy. You must pay for the innocent blood you spill. Ignorant, blind, didn't even know the futility of your faith. Oh, hello. Hello, boys. There we go. Up. Forward. And forward. Ah. You see, Heretic, you and your allies are no match for the mighty machine. How wrong you are, Guardian. You've been blessed with power far more than your kin. Some of my brothers granted the strength to smite our enemies. Oh, that's why they had human beings. Creepy, but okay. I am reborn. Something, right, buddy? Stand your ground, but an illusion. Oh, and it's not. Dragon stands before you, and you still not lose. Oi. Forward! Forward! Up there, dude. Right on. No, this cannot be. Don't wait, bitch. Forward! Forward! There's a wide victory! My glamour is dispelled. Your plan lies in ruins, Heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Guardians I have sentenced. The families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder. And when you are dead, White Rim front shall fall. Well, that was dramatic. The fight to the last. Leave the body for the crows. This ilk deserves not better. Hello there. Tada, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. I was just looking for an airship, man. In a nice bed, maybe? Can I take that guy's bed with his wife? That'd be nice. Cuddle buddies. Should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you to our midst. It is past time that you are reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, visit me at White Brim Front. Bring your associates. Okie dokie. That I can do. to Alpha, which I assume is at the right rim front. Okay. I like how when I got here it was all nice and bright and sunny, and now there's like a blizzard everywhere. Neat. Yeah, that's right. You have been tied up, hmm? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Thanks for the pep talk. Alphadon, in pursuit of the past, Alphadon is eager to enter the Stone Ridge. As I'm sure you agree, it is past time that we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Dromont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gully would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the signs of the Seventh Dawn still live, to say nothing of Master Garland. Have I been happier to be proven wrong? Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the rune. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an old abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still under custody when the outpost was overrun by dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say. Nor can I give you my assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the rune has served as a Dravanian foothold in Corthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out. I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dromont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. Leave it to the lizard wife. She never will let you down. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir... oh, goddammit. Nathalan of your impending visit. May he alone guide you, scions. Alright, this feels like a good cliffhanger. So we'll enter the Stone Vigil, get the airship, and then call it a stream. Where the hell are we going? Sky split. That's easy. Okay. Let us be on our way. Dragonfly River. No, Dragon Wife is attractive. And there we are. And there's Doug. Hail, Tida! Lord Dremont has apprised me of your situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. Outside the freaking dungeon, great. No rest for the wicked. Yep. Nope. Alright, let's boogie. To the dungeon and call it a stream. DPS. 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 Why is it always the DPS? Except for that one time when it was the healer. I think. Cutscene. That is a lot of dragon, yeah. Wow, that is a lot of dragon. Oh, that is a big ass dragon. Actually, that's just a wyvern. Never mind. Okay. Alright. Let's roll. What? Enemies. Hello. And up there. Looks like someone disconnected. La-di-da. lot from the last one. That's been really interesting. Looks like AV is gone. More dragons. I could send up a notch for this. I guess we're kicking the other guy. Alright. You guys go ahead and kick him if you want. I'll just sip my tea. For those of you who can't see my chat because I've covered it on purpose, Doug and the other person, Kitter, were discussing whether or not they should kick David for just disappearing. I think I know how vote dismisses work. Thank you, World of Warcraft, for abusing that system. Never mind, I can start. Oh, it's good. Look at me. I am a tiny dragon wife. Not like as small as Doug, though. It's in my boots. I'm like the lowest I can do. My boots making me taller? Make sure to fill us. And a new person is here. Just gotta wait for them to catch up now. Yeah, after this dungeon, I think I'll call it a stream. My throat is aching. A lot of dialogue. Looks like we're on. Let's rough them up, boys. That guy was a jerk. I don't think I can use that. Okay. That way has a path for it, so let's go And now there's a firewall. Great. And there's the next boss, I take it. Okay. Let's do this. Dragon up. What's that cannon? Nice. Oh, armor. I can't use that. Why did they occur to me before? sleeping dragons? I think I've had enough of dragons. Oh, an actual cutscene. Look, it's the Enterprise. There's a giant fucking dragon in front of it. Yeah, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Ain't that just par for the course? Dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare for launch. Dida, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. You can imagine that. You can manage that, can't you? Yeah, with how things are going, I'm gonna die. That settles it then. Shall we, Sid? As you command. Wow, they're actually sneaking. Oh, come on! So, you need to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. Okay, I didn't know it was that impressive. You've seen him teleport like several times. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests. A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The XO are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan, sleeper of beds. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. Oh, come on, don't be a dick. Ah. And that's a pissed off dragon. Alphanaut, the dragon. Found it all. Making everything great flavored. Alright. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. That's gonna fight. Chunk in a lickin'. That's a flying dragon. Nope, 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 nope. Ow. Sure. Let's not get over there. No, mind. He's landing where I am. He should be good. Ow. Say. Over here. Forward. Forward. Victory! Well, that was cute. Why, thank you. What's the use of having a lizard wife if you cannot be adorable occasionally? Lizard wife victory! Ha ha ha! I guess we'll give this to... Very good. Nope. What the hell? We got a new axe. Oh, and this axe is a beauty. Cool. Look at the size of her. Let's do a little pose. Yeah. Look at that axe. Yeah, I am a happy lizard wife right now. What's gonna happen now? Come on. Oh, time to hallucinate again. God, look at my axe. That is awesome. Yep, I think there was something in that mud puppy tail. That leaves one more to go, I guess. At least she's not telling me to hear, feel, and think anymore. Taida, are you alright? Speak to me. I just fight a dragon. Where were you guys? Shall be praised. I fear that the beast had injured you. Oh, he landed on me a couple times. But I got this nifty axe. Check it out. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of the etheric bubble with the dragon, it was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Oh, thanks a lot. Says the guy running around in a jumpsuit that's not even fully covering him. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let's go and see what he has to say. Let's say you said, will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. It's a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but she will allow us to quit this place. If she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than set a course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be prepared if we are to proceed with our mission. Take it away, Sid. buzzsaw at the end. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... it's no use. I'm a small lizard wife. Let's go. And away we go. Despite him saying there was going to be a bumpy ride, that looked surprisingly smooth. Oh, that's just my hands. Let's see. How I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny that the Holy See had its charms, and this detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, the work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a prime of the sleigh. No rest for the heroic, eh? Ladies, gentlemen, and beautiful rainbows of joy. Arc Flame 55. Live so wife life indeed. Do that again. Oh, what's that? Alright. I think that's enough adventuring for one day. Let's grab our next task and head to the end. Into the eye of the storm. It appears to be deep in thought. But does he expect it to turn into a giant bug or something? It calms me to look at her. Why, thank you. She is very cute. It is as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. Alphino, you cockblock. Seriously, what is up with his boots? I bear good news. The Seatsiers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. We are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons. God, that is a sentence and a half. It must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of our airship, it is plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to match wood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully prepare her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, then that may be enough. Not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way. A way to brave the fury of the elements? The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of the crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. Seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Tida. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. That sounds dangerous. Point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspect ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. The power of slumber. With certain modifications, the Enterprise would be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of, what the fuck? Lambertint, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquez met him, I suppose. Without a pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, cryptic crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor Marquez was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Taida, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head to an end and call it a stream. I think we've done enough for today. Found Sid, even though we didn't mean to. Sans got killed, and walked through Ishgard and fought a bunch of dragons. Alright. Ladies, gentlemen, beautiful technicolor rainbows in between. Thank you so much for visiting the Pelafort once again, and for joining me as I further my adventure into Eorzea. Thank you to Doug, KO2, Darkflame555 for stopping by. I hope it was fun to watch, as little or as much you stuck around, and I will see you next time. Get a good sleep, and take care. Bye-bye.